This frog is one of the most deadly animals on Earth. Some of these frogs carry enough poison to kill up to 10 humans. But did you know, despite all that, these tiny colorful frogs make great pets? Stick around and I'll tell you all about the poison dart frog. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Anything helps. Welcome to the office jungle. Let me start off by saying this. If you can get ethically captive bred poison dart frogs, there's basically no chance of contracting any poison or dying from these frogs. Because what happens in the wild is that these frogs get their poison from the ants and insects they eat in the South American rainforests.
The ability to eat something toxic and harvest those substances for one's own protection is called sequestration and is pretty uncommon in the natural world. That's what poison dart frogs do, and they manage it in ways we don't completely understand. Just 0.2 of a microgram of poison could kill a human, making this organism 100 times more lethal than the deadly inland taipan snake.
So as long as you get absolutely zero wild-caught frogs, you should be completely fine. Anyways, don't get any wild-caught frogs. It's crazy. Any wild-caught animals is just bad news. You don't want parasites, you don't want poison, and you don't want them to die prematurely. So, always get captive bred, please, for the love of Jesus.
Their deadly secretions have been used by indigenous people for poisoned blow darts since pre-Columbian times, which is what initially gave the frogs their name. The deadliest of the family of poison dart frogs is known as the golden poison dart frog, and has enough poison on its skin to kill more than 20,000 mice.
So a question you might be asking yourself is, how do you keep dart frogs, and how hard or easy is it? The answer is relatively easy. The temperatures they need is just a little warmer than room temperature with a heat gradient within the enclosure. Humidity needs to be relatively high because they are amphibians, but steer clear from deep water bowls because they aren't great swimmers. And the feeding is simple as well. Just add some flightless fruit flies that you can get at any pet store and watch them go. Let's give them a little feeding, huh? Oh, this is going to be hard to do with one hand. So dart frogs are easy to feed. They just eat these little flightless fruit flies that you could buy at the store, and then you can make your own culture so you could just keep them breeding. And you'll never have to buy fruit flies again. And they love this stuff. Look, they go nuts for it. Hopefully they don't jump out because they're so crazy for them. It's easy. Usually I dust them with calcium powder, but I just wanted to pour them in here right now just to show you guys how crazy they go for them. Don't jump out. Stay in there. But yeah, they're very bold frogs. They're not really afraid of you at all. And they'll just jump around during the day, and it's very cute, very intriguing. Building enclosures for dart frogs can be the best part about keeping them. They love bioactive terrariums, which leaves a lot up to the imagination of what you can build. I keep my dart frogs in this terrarium right here. I have these bumblebee Dendrobetes leucomelis. And then I have the Dendrobetes azuras in here as well. I give them a lot of plants. I have a spray system in there to keep them sprayed down. One time, one of my bumblebee dart frogs escaped the terrarium. I came into the reptile room and he was sitting outside of the terrarium, like just waiting for me to come in and be like, can you let me back in? I got out. Please let me back in. So they're pretty smart little frogs too. When they escape, they don't really want to hop around where they shouldn't, so they'll kind of stay near the tank. So if you ever have an escapee, just look around the tank area, look around like the wet, warm spots in your room. I don't know if you should have wet, warm spots in your reptile room, but that's where he was. And he was just waiting outside in the front of the tank, and it was really cute. And I just picked him up. I picked him up with his little petri dish and just put him back in, and he was happy and never escaped again. All in all, if you're thinking about getting any exotic pet, keep these bright and colorful frogs in mind. They are beautiful, easy to care for, and you can tell your friends you own some of the most deadly animals on Earth.